You are fired.
You okay, Rye?
Yeah, I just fired the speaker of the studio. It wasn't working for me.
That's a first. Here, I've got a Bluetooth speaker from my house. Good to go?
You know it. I'm Ryan Willard.
And I'm Pamela Kirkland. It's Tuesday, October 10th.
This is 10 Things You Need to Know.
Processing.
The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, has said that Israel is at war after an attack from the Palestinian militant group Hamas. At least 250 Israelis have been killed and over 1,600 injured from the attack, while Israeli soldiers and civilians have been taken hostage. Tenors, we're working on an episode about this and we'll have more to you soon. If you have any questions, leave us a voice message at 877-TEN-NEWS and we'll do our best to get you answers. All right, Tenors, the word of the week is indigenous. The word indigenous means originating in a particular place, and yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day. Celebrated on the second Monday of October each year, Indigenous Peoples Day honors the cultures and histories of the Native American people, not just in America, but around the world. Check out our show notes for our full episode celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day with guest Matoan Monroe to celebrate today and learn about the shift from Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. Wait, Pam, what are you doing?
I'm checking the National Park Service website to see who won Fat Bear Week for our next headline. The voting ends today for the annual Fat Bear contest run by the Katmai National Park and Reserve of Alaska. They create a bracket, pitting the bears against each other, and ask the public to vote on which bear has fattened up the best to be ready for their winter hibernation. I'm rooting for Mama Bear 901. She was last year's runner-up.
Well, another round of votes are coming our way in Congress as the House of Representatives has to find a new Speaker of the House. Last week, Republican Kevin McCarthy became the first U.S. Speaker of the House to be fired from the job. The move to oust McCarthy, also known as a motion to vacate, came from several Republicans who were frustrated at McCarthy for working with Democrats to avoid a government shutdown. The 216 to 210 vote was enough to end his role as Speaker and leaves Congress temporarily incapable of passing legislation and representatives unable to offer formal services, that is, until there is a new Speaker of the House. Stay tuned for more updates to come.
Next up, America's zoos are facing absolute Panda-monium. Literally. Pandas could be gone from zoos across the U.S. by the end of next year as an exchange agreement with China, struck by President Richard Nixon, shows no public signs of continuing. The National Zoo in Washington, D.C. recently wrapped up Panda-palooza, a giant farewell as the zoo's three giant pandas, Meishong, Tian Tian, and Zhao Shiji, are set to return to China in early December, leaving the Atlanta Zoo as the only zoo in America with these bears.
On the making history front, Simone Biles became the first woman to land a Yurchenko double pike vault, now named the Biles 2, at the 2023 World Artistic Gymnastic Championships in Antwerp, Belgium. The championships marked Biles' first international gymnastics competition since her 2-year hiatus, where she not only made history, but posted an all-around score of 58.865 to win.
Way to go!
We've got Samoan news about Girl Scout cookies coming your way right after the break.
Processing.
We've seen inflation everywhere, from an increase in the cost of school supplies to the $1 slice of New York pizza. But did you know that Girl Scout cookies will be more expensive this season?
What?
That's right. Your Samoas, Do-si-dos, and Lemon Ups will be sold for $6 per box instead of the usual $5. The price increases are happening out of New York-based and Massachusetts-based chapters and are based on the costs associated with food production, labor, and transportation. We could potentially see a price increase across the country, so be prepared to pay that extra penny for peanut butter patties.
This is an outrage!
Remember last week when we covered the skydiver landing on a unicorn? Well, this week we've got a record-breaking skydive. Dorothy Hoffner of Chicago left her walker on the ground and made a 13,500-foot jump out of an aircraft at the age of 104 years old.
Cool.
Skydive Chicago is working to have Guinness World Records certify Hoffner's jump as a record, which would beat the previously held record for oldest skydiver set in May 2022 by a 103-year-old from Sweden.
Dorothy Hoffner is so cool. And tomorrow is a day to celebrate amazing girls. October 11th is the International Day of the Girl. The day, created by the United Nations, is meant to draw attention to young girls' needs around the world. This year's theme is Digital Generation, Our Generation.
And for our final headline of today's show, a baseball fan was denied entry to Citizens Bank Park because of his emotional support alligator named Wally. Wally arrived at the ballpark on a leash alongside his owner, Joey Henney, as the two of them hoped to catch the Phillies game against the Pirates. Unfortunately, the only animals allowed inside the park are service dogs and birds that fly their way into the stadium. But it's not all bad news. Wally's social media accounts are growing in popularity, and this is the second time he's made the news. See you later, alligator.
That was 10 things you need to know.
On Thursday, it's Bring Your Own Beats Day at the 10 News studio, and anyone who doesn't bring their own beats can get hit with a water balloon.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's as real as an emotional support alligator.
I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. Thanks for listening to the 10 News.
Data transfer complete.